Nothing like an ice cream sandwich on the lake.
We're not on the lake.
This is the good life. Oh, 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 oh. This is the good life. Oh, 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 oh. Out in the sunshine, nothing but good times. This is the good life. This is the good life. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh.
What's up? I'm Chadwick,
And I'm Ashley.
and we are camping at Lake McConaughy in Nebraska today. We're on our way back from a week-long trip from South Dakota. We stayed at Mount Rushmore. There's a video for that. We also stopped after that at the Badlands for the first time. We'd never been there, and now we're very first time in Nebraska at Lake McConaughy.
We didn't actually stay at Mount Rushmore. We stayed in the Black Hills near Mount Rushmore. Actually, we did. I camped inside George Washington's nose.
So did I.
I was in Abe Lincoln's eye.
We stayed at the KOA White River, which is just south of the Badlands. And we drove through the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation to get here today, which was sort of interesting because of the coronavirus deal.
And it was even more interesting because our dog Roxy came from there. The rescue group that she came from rescues them off of the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation, and so we got to drive through Roxy's old homeland.
Yep.
So we're at the end of our big whirlwind 9-day trip here. We only spent 2 nights here at Lake McConaughy, so this video is probably a little bit shorter because we didn't stay as long or do as much. So we decided we'd give you a tour of our camper as part of this video, show you what it's like and show you kind of some of the modifications we've made. So come inside and check out our Winnebago 2100BH. So pretty simple layout inside. You see it on a variety of different trailer manufacturers. You walk in and to the right here you've got the bed. It's a full-size bed. A lot of people get confused. We were told it was a camper queen when we bought it. It's not. The dimensions match exactly a regular full-size bed. We replaced the mattress immediately. The mattress that came with it was awful. So we have a Zinus 8-inch memory foam mattress. Zinus, I don't know how you say it.
It's popular on Amazon.
Yeah, it's popular on Amazon, ZINUS. So that was one of the very first things we did when we bought the camper. Otherwise, we haven't changed a lot over here. We added a little iPhone or iPad charging stand. That's from Amazon as well. The cord can pop up through this little hole and you can stand it vertical or horizontal. Just a nice little handy thing. And then we also mounted our TV remotes here. I used like a clear Velcro. This part's white, but the part on the wall is pretty much clear, so you can't see it when they're not up there. And surprisingly, with all the driving and jostling, those stay up really good. So been super happy with that. The last thing I don't like about this bed area is that there's outlet and USB down in that corner, and then there's outlet and USB in this corner. We sleep with our heads up here, so no one wants to use that one because it's by our feet. So what I did is I bought off Amazon this really narrow little, it's got power and 3 USBs, and I plug it into the power down here, and then there's like this little tray at the head of the bed.
Let's see that.
And it just, there's a little tray down in there, and this just sits down in there, and then we put our cords in there and can charge that way. And we just put our phones and our watches and whatever that needs to charge down in there at night, so it's out of the way but super handy
And close by, so we can see what time it is.
Yep. One other thing I'll show you.
Hat hook.
Oh yeah, we added a little hat hook here for Chadwick. And up here we were looking for ways to organize ourselves. Well, we put our dry goods food up here, like snacks and stuff, and I found these containers on Amazon. They fit in there pretty darn perfectly, but they're like flexible, so they're slightly tall for this opening, but because they're flexible they fit right in, and it has made it super easy to organize ourselves with all our miscellaneous dry food and stuff. So we have 4 of those up there across the top.
Oh, and one other thing. This is one of my favorite things.
One's missing.
It won't turn on right now. That is the messy one. Is I got these motion sensing lights. It's already super bright in here, so we can't see them turn on. But at night, these turn on automatically and they run off a USB battery. So having that in there has helped a whole lot.
One other thing I'll show is right here by the front door. We wanted a place to like drop our keys or sunglasses, or Chadwick uses it as a charging holder.
Which you don't like.
Which I don't like. But I found this little shelf on Amazon again, and it's great. We hang our keys, our sunglasses. It's just attached with command Velcro strips and haven't had any issues with it at all.
So
Really handy.
Nice to have a place to put your keys.
So we use the dinette for our clothes. That's where we keep our clothes. Since we only go in there typically once a day to get clothes out, we decided to keep our clothes in there. I found some collapsible bins. I'll show you those in a minute. On Amazon that fit in there really nicely. They look like this. They collapse down flat, but they can hold their shape. They have little wire bars inside, and we put those down in there for our clothes, and that's primarily what we use the dinette for.
It's like our suitcase, so we can take our clothes in and out and then wash them when we get back from trips.
Yeah, we use that. Like those bins go inside the house, we pack it like a suitcase and then bring them out here and ready to go. Okay, so in the kitchen we have a few little mods. First one is this paper towel holder. Pretty generic little paper towel holder that most of you have probably seen before. The little nubbies on the side. It's just attached with 4 Velcro command strips. They will come off if you're not careful, if you pull really hard on the paper towels. But in general, once we've driven somewhere, I push it against to make sure the Velcro's tight and it's good to go. We added a little paper plate holder. This is a Papa plate. It's attached, how did I attach this? Oh, I used Gorilla Tape on it and attached it to the underside so I didn't have to screw it in there, and it's attached hard really well.
You had to strategize to not hit the light that's already under here, so the space is tight under there.
Yeah, but you just drop paper plates in. Of course I messed them up.
Those are just Chinette from Costco.
Yeah, Costco paper plates. Put that guy on, and then you can just, whenever you need one, you just pull it right out. Super handy. We have plasticware too, but we try to use paper plates when we don't feel like doing dishes.
Well, it's not just not wanting to do dishes. We found out that the gray tank on this is a lot smaller, or it gives us a lot less time than we thought might have, because it's a 25-gallon gray tank. So by having the paper plates, we can go a lot longer without having to dump the gray water. So, and it's just easier. We just throw it in the trash.
And then the last thing I did in here, this is a pretty big cabinet, but with nothing in it, you can't really store stuff. So I bought these shelves and stacked them on top of each other. They were all supposed to be the same color, but I got sent the wrong ones. Not worth sending back. So we have all these shelves that allows us to stack things up in there. Usually it's actually a little bit more organized, but we've been on a week-long trip and had a lot of extra stuff, so it's kind of piled in there right now. But verticality is great. They sit like within each other. They actually like kind of connect. And width-wise, these shelves are like the perfect width to fill this entire cabinet.
Yeah, all the way from one end to the other, and then there's room up there for the power for the microwave still, so it doesn't get in the way.
We did a lot of measuring early on to measure how big things were, and then I went on Amazon and like checked dimensions of everything and tried to find the stuff that would fit just right into these spaces. I got a little hookup here to hold my oven mitt so that it doesn't have to take up drawer space. Little command brand plastic thing that...
This is our spice rack. We're really into salt and pepper, and that's about it. So
yes. Other little tiny things we've done to add extra hanging space or storage space is just bought these stick-on hooks. We needed a place for hoodies so we didn't have to put them in and out of the dinette all the time. So I did 3 across and 3 down low.
So mostly
These
hoodies.
ones aren't as functional, but they still work.
Broncos
Or
hat.
hats, yeah. So we just hang hoodies or other miscellaneous things that we need to right there.
The trick with these is there's the slide comes this direction, so you can't get anything that's too far out, right?
Right.
Otherwise it'll hit when the slide comes in.
But these work just fine. No issues, as long as you gotta remember to take your stuff down from hanging before you pull the slide in.
Yep.
The boys' bunks, let's see. I can show on Braxton's. I basically did the same thing on each one. Each boy has 2 little hooks, one for hanging a hat and one for hanging their headphones. And then they have that same iPhone.
Are those all Amazon things?
This one's IKEA actually, and I really like the IKEA ones, but you haven't been able to buy those lately because everything's been closed. And it's not worth shipping for little hooks. But then we have the phone or iPad charger like we showed up by the front bed. And then I added little LED lights to their beds for fun, which have a remote control. I mounted that with the Velcro strips like I did the other remote controls, but these little LEDs are just a string light, and then Command makes little command hooks that are meant for hanging rope light, like for Christmas lights. Just stuck those to the ceiling, and looks like Braxton's could be tightened a little bit in a few spots, but I did that for both the bunks. They love it. They think it's super fun. Nice way to not have to turn the light on but still have a little bit of light.
And we just use standard twin size bedding for these, even though it's a little big, right?
Yeah, the blankets are. The sheets are actually a cot sized sheet, like a camping cot, I think. Those are off Amazon, which isn't quite the right size for the mattress, but they're stretchy enough that it works. And then I did the little bungee cord clips underneath so to hold the sheet in place, since they're not quite the right size, but it works just fine. So they're like cot sized sheets with the bungee sheet holders.
Sweet.
And then we, again, because we don't want to get in and out of the dinette all the time, for dirty laundry, I just have an over the door hanging laundry thing. It's super full right now, but
it's well used.
It just has little hooks that go over the top of the door. It hangs there, super easy and convenient. The kids don't have to leave their dirty laundry everywhere. In the 2100BH, there is like no storage in the bathroom at all. There's nothing. There's a shower and a toilet. There's no toilet paper holder. There's no storage. There's no mirrors. There's no nothing. So we tried to fix all of that. So first thing I did was added some shelves on the wall. Go in there and show them what I'm talking about.
No, I will go in and cut it over.
Oh, okay.
It's called B-roll. So you talk about it, and then we'll shoot it after.
First thing we did was add the little wooden shelves on the wall because we needed some storage for our medicine, our deodorant, or whatever we need in the bathroom. So these are wooden spice racks from IKEA. I attached them with liquid nails.
Oh, there's just 3 attempts to get those to stay up on the wall.
Oh yes, it was. So first we tried Command Velcro. They didn't stay. Then we tried Gorilla Tape. That didn't stay. And then we tried liquid nails. That did stay, but the liquid nails like smeared everywhere. So you'll see in there that I used like contact paper along the back to hide where the liquid nails had smeared. It worked out fine, but they're on there good now. So we have the little wooden IKEA spice racks, and then I found this toothbrush holder thing on Amazon that holds our toothbrushes with cups, and then it has a little holder on top for toothpaste and stuff. I added mirrors. We got the IKEA makes like a 12 by 12 square pack of mirrors, and so those come with adhesive on them from IKEA. I was afraid they would still fall, so I added Gorilla Tape to the back around the perimeter. Few squares. I didn't do the entire perimeter. A few extra squares of Gorilla Tape, stuck those on. Now we have a nice mirror so you can see what you look like. And then the last thing we did...
and the mirrors are super light.
They are super light. And we've had no issues with those. Last couple of things we did in the bathroom is, one, there was no wall-mounted toilet paper holder, and we really have tried to avoid drilling anything in or poking holes in anything, just to make life easier. So we just bought a freestanding toilet paper holder that you'll see in there down in the corner. It works fine. It doesn't get in the way. And then the only hook that came was this one on the back of the door. And so you technically could hang 2 towels there, but we have 4 of us. And so where do we hang our towels? Inside the shower. I bought the waterproof Command hooks that are made for hanging towels. And so we have 3 more hooks in the shower. to hang the towels. The downside to that is when someone's showering, you got to take them all out, but it's not a big deal. It works. And then when they're drying, they're dripping right into the shower. So that is about it for the bathroom.
Oh, what about the shower head?
Oh, yeah, that's because you did that. I didn't. We did replace the shower head. We never even tried the original shower head. We just had heard that they're terrible. And so we bought a new one that supposedly has better water pressure and that sort of thing. And
It's an Oxygenics is what the shower head is.
okay, it's an Oxygenics. I didn't do that part. But
It works great.
it has been really nice. And I never realized how glorious it would be to take a shower while camping, because I've never done it before until we got this camper, and it makes a world of difference.
So what are we doing today?
Today we are going to rent a boat. We got a pontoon boat. We're gonna go cruise around Lake McConaughy and do some swimming, that sort of thing. I really wanted a speedboat, but I didn't plan ahead far enough and they were all sold out. So pontoon boat it is, but that's all right. We'll stop and swim and just cruise and have fun.
Shark, ready, ooh ha ha. Shark, ready, ooh ha ha.
Might wanna hold on. Yeah.
Wait, Mom. Are you going home crazy mode?
No, this boat doesn't go crazy. Hi. This was worth it. I'm glad we rented a boat.
Every day is a new beginning. Every day is a gift to hold up high.
All right, here we go. Lake Mac.
Everyone has a way to create. Everyone has a soul, so let it shine.
Woo, baby. What are you doing? Let's go.
Cause when the skies come out,
You did it.
give me them good times, good times. Nothing but good vibes. Give me that sunshine. Bring on the summertime. Bring on the summertime.
This is my boat. Her name is Penny. Not to be confused with Jenny.
Dad, you can jump off of there.
I know.
Well, wait, no, fall backwards now.
Harrison, where's your goggles?
Bring on the summertime. Bring on the summertime. Bring on the summertime. Bring on the summertime.
Well, that's the end of our boat trip. That was amazing. Great idea, Ash.
Ashery.
Yeah, that was super fun. I would highly recommend Big Mac Marina Rentals.
Bring on the summertime. Bring on the summertime. Bring on the summertime. Bring on the summertime.